Hi everybody, welcome back to DayZ, and in this video I'm going to be comparing the carrying capacity that you have now at the time of recording this video in 1.25 and what it's going to be in 1.26. You may have seen my other video I've done about that, where I looked at backpacks and stuff and went through the numbers, but I wanted to do a real physical representation to show you the pack horse you can be now to the definitely not a pack horse you're going to get when 1.26 goes live. So at the moment, so what I'm doing is I'm carrying a backpack. I've got a weapon on my back and I've got an axe. The backpack that I'm carrying has got stuff in it, and in my big field backpack I've also got a weapon and a shovel. So that's really important, the fact that you can fit those big things in. So as you can see, the mountain backpack that I'm carrying has got a capacity of 80, and it's chocker with all this stuff: fuel, jerry can, car battery, fishing rod. I've got my field vest on with a capacity of 30. We've got revolver, grenades, saw. Then I've got my field jacket with my cooker and my gas in and various sundries. In my trousers, in my pants, I've got a gas mask, binoculars, again more food, meds. And in my big backpack with a capacity of 90, this is really important, the fact that we can fit a rifle in there, quite a long rifle, the DMR, and we can fit a shovel in there, which is quite a long thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to log out of this 1.25 server, and then I'm going to log into a 1.26, and we're going to be able to go through the difference in capacities, but also you'll see what happens in terms of, well, what happens when you log into a 1.26 server, or when you do log into 1.26 server and you've got too much stuff. In other words, you know, all your backpack capacity has shrunk. So let's jump into that one and I'll show you. Okay, so what I've done is I've copied my storage folder from my 1.25 server to my 1.26 server, so I've spawned in with exactly the same stuff. And as you can see, we've got this warning pop up: warning, one or multiple items that have been dropped on the ground because they couldn't fit in the inventory. So that's kind of what pops up when you we're going to change from 1.25 to 1.26 if you're carrying too much stuff. So let's say I understand, and I guess if we step back and have a look, we can see we've dropped some stuff. So let's look in the inventory. Okay, so as you can see, the big headline thing is that, like, the DMR and the shovel have been dropped. So if we go down to the backpack, we can see that we now cannot fit. Where's the DMR? We can't fit the DMR in our backpack anymore, and we can't fit the shovel in our backpack. We might be able to fit the, yeah, we can fit the fishing rod in, and actually, they're two massive things, actually, aren't they? When you think about it, the DMR and the shovel, they really are absolutely massive. So as we can see, let's go through the figures then. So the mountain backpack has gone down from a capacity of 80 to a capacity of 56. So that's loads, isn't it? The field vest has gone down from 30 to 20, so that's a third. The field jacket has gone down from what was it? That was 42 to 24, so that's almost half. The trousers went from 30 to 20, so that's a third off. And the field backpack went from 90 to 64, so again almost a third off. So that's a big difference. The good news, however, is that you can still carry a lot of stuff. You just can't carry that many weapons anymore. So I bet if we could go through this sort of fairly, I'll do it as quick as I can, you probably find that we can fit most of this stuff back into what we were carrying, because the rifle, oh, we ain't going to fit that in there, are we? Because the rifle and the shovel were absolutely massive, weren't they, in terms of capacity. I'm not going to spend, do a load of Tetris now getting everything to fit in, but you should be able to see that we can get most of the little stuff back in. How big's that? No, that ain't going to go in there, but it might go there. There we go. What we got? That's 4. So can we put that up there, that down there? That can go now in there. That could go in there. What could we do? That could go up there. That could go down there. Does that mean we can... No. How about that? No. That. Yeah, that can go in there. So what spaces have we got left? We've got a space for one in the back, in that we're carrying. Okay, so we've done all right. So what we're left with is the car battery, the DMR, the torch, the shovel, the gas stove, the small gas canister, and the handsaw. We've still got our M16. We've still got our axe on our shoulder. So there we go. So it is obviously significantly less what we're going to be able to carry from 1.26 onwards. Also bear in mind that I wouldn't be surprised if the devs do make a few changes to these, and actually I think they might go back and increase some of the carrying capacity, because it's quite a big nerf that we've had. But the thing that the big takeaway for me is you just won't be able to carry large weapons in your backpack anymore. You know, you're really going to be looking at submachine guns, sawn-off rifles, sawn-off shotguns, pistols, that sort of stuff, and you're going to have your long gun on your shoulder. So that's going to make you thinking about your axe and shovels, especially. Things like the field shovel and the smaller splitting axe are going to be a lot more sought after, because you'll be able to fit those into your backpack and then save your shoulders for your long weapons. At least, folks, we're not going back to the days when we could only have one weapon on our shoulder. If you're new to DayZ, you won't know about that, but you used to only be able to have one weapon. So although it is a restriction, I think we can work around it, and I think it's going to make the tactical decision making more fun. Now, I know certain people might think, well, I just want to be able to carry everything, but honestly, I really enjoy it when you have to make a decision. Are you going with the bolt action rifle, or are you going with the full auto assault rifle? You've got to make those decisions for that particular time that you're in. And I think that's pretty cool. So there we go. There's the differences. We were going to add them up, weren't we? So the total before was 272. There we go. I'm going to have to add this up. So this is 50. Let me write this down. 56, 20, 24, 20. And 64. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Here we go. We're going to test my adding up here. 6 add 4 is 10. What was that? Is that 20, that one? 6 add 4 is 10. Add 4 is 14. So carry 1. Oh, my pen isn't working properly. 5 add 2 is 7. Add 2 is 9. Add 2 is 11. Add 6 is 17. This is 18. Oh, wow. Yeah. So we've gone from 272 capacity to 184, if my adding up is correct. That's a big change, isn't it? Anyway, what do you think? Put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And of course, I'll see you again soon.